Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls.
Imperial.
Children of all ages.
I was doing somber newscast and you were doing circus. That's why we should plan these things ahead of time. Hi everybody, welcome to Imperial Pulls. I'm Brian.
I'm still Joe.
And we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
But before we do, how was your week this week?
It was a great week.
Yeah.
Finished exams with the students.
Yeah.
Finished all the marking we needed to do. Students did great. What else? Did some stuff this weekend, which we'll talk about a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that a lot in a minute.
Anything else cool? No, I think that's pretty much my week.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's good. I've got a couple weeks off now and get to celebrate some Christmas and other seasonal stuff.
That's really cool.
How about you?
Getting ready for the holidays is good. There was a lot of snow in our region this week. So I think there were 3 snow days for my kid.
Wow.
Lots of snow at the museum where I work. We were just kind of like digging out a lot. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Also, it was my daughter's 13th birthday.
That's insane.
So we had a lot of celebration to do with that. She wanted a toboggan party. Luckily, we had plenty of snow.
We did.
And,
we don't always this time of year.
No, we don't. That's true. And the toboggan hill, where everybody goes in town, the big one that people have gone for generations, is right beside the museum where I work. Mm-hmm. So they had their fun on the hill, and then they just crossed the parking lot right into the museum, and we had pizza and cake, and it was really fun.
Beauty.
And hot chocolate.
Yeah.
So it was perfect.
Leah says happy birthday to the new teenager.
Yeah.
Hi Leah and hi Damien. We haven't seen you for a while, so hello.
It is
Welcome
great
back.
to see you. We
Yes,
still
sir.
owe you
shirt.
Yeah, we
do.
We didn't forget.
We just haven't made the shirts yet.
But it was more complicated than we thought. So we'll get to you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we didn't forget. We would never forget you, Damien. So we're going to be opening some Genesis Invasion.
We are.
In a few moments. We're going to try to focus a little more on Genesis in the next little while because we've gotten away from it. But there was some cool Genesis news this weekend.
There was.
You were there.
Brian and I got up nice and early on Saturday, and we drove to the lovely city of St. Catharines.
St. Catharines, Ontario, which is, if you're not from around here, St. Catharines is very close to Niagara Falls.
Yep.
And it's about 2.5 hour drive from here.
Yeah, somewhere around there. The weather was perfect, despite all the snow we got last week.
Saturday was great. So we went down to St. Catharines. Why did we go to St. Catharines, Joe?
We went to Mecca Games, which is an LGS for those in St. Catharines. Mm-hmm. They lost one of their local customers recently with some mental health.
Close friend. And so they had a fundraiser in their honor.
Yeah. A 31-hour fundraiser.
A 31-hour marathon of gaming.
A game-a-thon.
If you will. Mm-hmm. And it was very well attended. Mm-hmm. And they had many events. So there was a paint-a-thon where they were painting models. They had Magic the Gathering. They had Warhammer. They had some kind of
video game.
Some kind of video game. I'm not sure what it was that they were playing. Mm-hmm. And most pertinent to us is that Jason and Janice of Edge of Exile Games were there, running within this larger marathon a 24-hour Genesis Battle of Champions marathon.
We made 23 and a half hours.
Yeah.
No,
we definitely didn't. But we didn't intend to stay for the entire 24 hours because we're old and we suck. You might have, if you subscribe to our channel, you might have seen some of our videos and live streams from the event. Yep. If not, you can check them out if you wish. Yep. But it was really good and it was well attended. We played in a sealed event. Yep. I think it was a lot of sealed events. Mm-hmm. So we did sealed J2 sealed event, and most of the other players, well, I shouldn't say most of them, about half of them had not really played Genesis before.
Yeah, they came out for their first time,
and they wanted to learn, and so you're playing against them, but then also like helping them to learn and. If they're a little unsure about the rules. So it was really fun, and everybody was in good spirits, and I think, from what I could see, they must have raised a lot of money for men's health charities that they were
for the
raising
Canadian
money for.
Men's Mental Health Foundation.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. I know that, as you mentioned, they did J2 while we were there. Then they did an Origins tournament.
Yep.
Then they did a Invasion tournament.
Yep.
When I talked to them this morning at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, they were getting ready to run their 4th or 5th tournament of the playathon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We stayed for about 7 hours.
Yeah, about 7 hours.
7 hours. Then we had to drive home because
3 hours or 2.5 to 3 hours. Yeah.
It would be different if we were local, but that was great, and there were lots of prizes and things. I'm sure they're going to announce all that stuff on their stuff once they've had a very good long nap.
Yes.
So it was really, really fun, and if they did it again, there was some whispering about whether it would become an annual event, and if it is, I would definitely consider going again because it was really cool, and the people at Mecha Games are very friendly, and they run a really neat store.
Yeah, it's a giant place. Got tons of cool stuff. Here's a question for you.
For me.
For you. In the middle of the room, kind of behind where we were sitting, there were all these large models. And it looked like they were doing gameplay within the models. What is that? Any idea? It looked like a giant paintball field, but they were rolling die inside and moving the things and doing stuff within the...
I gotta be honest, there was a lot going on, and I didn't go and look closely at it. There are some games that kind of use those, some of the war games. Warhammer uses a lot of models. I don't think that was Warhammer though. It didn't even occur to me to check what it was. There were so many things going on that it was just a cacophony of gameplay. It was really great. Everybody was having a really good time.
Yeah, and I did not have on my bingo card learning to play Magic the Gathering.
Oh yes. So you may know or not know that this guy, despite having I would say modestly successful TCG YouTube channel, has never played Magic the Gathering until yesterday.
I have collected Magic the Gathering.
Yes, but you have not played it.
Never played.
And one of the patrons there, what was his name again? You played with
wow, we talked about it earlier.
Anyway, there was a very nice young man who was very happy to
Blaine. No, not Blaine.
I'm not sure. But anyway, he was very
I apologize if you're watching.
If you're watching, I'm very sorry that I forgot your name, but you were very, very sweet to teach this old dog a new game.
Yep.
And, well, you talk about it. You did it.
It was great. I know there were colors, and I know there were words. That was the extent of my Magic knowledge. But he took the time to kind of sit and walk me through a couple of open hands, how to tap things, how to choose the right... summon, what do they call them, their creature?
Yeah.
To do the stuff to do, and he was very helpful. And then at the end, I said, thank you very much. And because we were using 4 of the starter decks from Foundation, I said, do you want me to sort these back into their appropriate colors? Because there was a fairy and giants or gargantuan somethings, undead and something else.
Yeah.
I said, do you want me to sort them back out? He goes, no, you know what? As a welcome to Magic, you can keep them.
Aww.
Which was super kind and very, very lovely, and it was a nice surprise.
Yeah. I wish I didn't rob him earlier. But I mean, the money was just hanging out of his wallet.
Yeah, and I could have had 8 starter decks.
Obviously, I'm kidding. Well, it was really fun, and good job to the people at Mecha Games for putting on a good event for a good cause. And our condolences to you on the loss of your friend, which I'm sure is very difficult.
Yeah. On that note, there was a postcard that they gave out to kind of advertise before. Just for those of you watching, just for any reason, should you be struggling, Canadians Mental Health Foundation, there's a number to call. So keep that in mind. Should you be, facing any struggles?
And in Canada, if you are in crisis, you can dial now 988.
988,
and it will take you to someone who will help you.
Amazing. It's good to know. I think that there's
if it's an emergency, you dial 911. If you just are having some thoughts, you can call 988, and they will help you.
Yeah.
So those are all very important things.
Yeah, I think that especially this day and age, that's such a strong thing that is no longer really a stigma that it was before. So let's talk about it, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
In the meantime, should we open our beers?
Let's do that.
Right.
For those of you joining us for the first time, our tradition is each episode we're going to open a beer. It's going to be a different beer most of the time.
Usually.
Today, Brian has brought us some Big Rock Brewery, the Tragically Hip Lake Fever Lager. Probably everybody out there knows who the Tragically Hip is now.
If they live in Canada, they do.
But you know what? Even in the States, I know a lot of people who highly regard the hip.
Yes,
Yeah.
but they're not. I don't know. They're not a household word, maybe, but they're a very popular Canadian rock band. Whose front man passed away a few years ago, and so it's somewhat revered in Canada anyway. So let's try it.
Cheers to him. Cheers.
Bonk. That's perfectly good.
I like their music better.
You don't like it?
It's all right.
Doesn't taste like road apples, does it?
Doesn't like road apples, no.
That's their cider.
This is perfectly hip.
It's tragically delicious.
Silly rabbit.
Yes. So we let's hop over to the other cam here. We're going to start opening some Invasion.
Yoink.
Genesis BOC. Invasion came out last December, so it's about been out for about a year, and we did a whole big live stream when it launched and talked a lot about it, which is why we haven't really talked about it a lot since, because we did such a big deal when it came out that we figured we had talked about it. But now that a year's gone by, it's time to revisit it, and knowing what we know. At first, when we opened it, we didn't know anything about it.
Didn't know what they did.
We knew a few spoilers, but we didn't know really what it was or how it was going to be. And now we kind of do, so we can look back on this with some knowledge and check it out.
And frankly, we need to build some new decks.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
As evidenced by our poor showing at the Genesis tournament.
Hey, I did win my last.
Oh,
two
it was
games.
sealed, so there was nothing we could do
That's right,
about
that's
that.
right.
But anyway,
And the thing about seal too is it's a 35 card draw.
That's right.
Rather than typical 50, which means like, depending on who you're playing. I was playing a champion who draws a card at the beginning of every round in addition to the card.
Yeah.
So you go through 35 cards real quick.
That's true. I didn't think of that. I did not mill out, but you could in a 35 deck game. For sure.
So jealous you're playing Genesis.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
All right, let's open this up here. For those of you who have never seen this before, this is Genesis Battle of Champions. It's a tactical TCG played not usually. It's always played on a grid, on a 5x6 grid, and it's a lot of fun. And this is what it looks like.
Yeah.
So let's get cracking. So
Sure, we're gonna save that box too, Brian.
Okay. I'll do half here.
Get rid of this over here.
Oop, I'll put this over here. We just say what we do. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to grab this over
I'm going to have a burp.
And I'm going to bring the camera down slightly so that you can more easily see the cards.
How was everybody's weekend today?
Yeah, hope
Today. How was everyone's weekend today? I don't care about yesterday.
How's your today? So, all right. So, here we go. Now, we've got the little... These ones have the little notch to open, but I do have my knife just in case.
Right.
Because sometimes... There we go.
Would you like your knife?
You know, I know you don't like it when I stab with the knife, but I find it safer with the knife than with these, because I'm always afraid I'm going to tear the card when I do it.
And you have, in your defense, you have only stabbed one card.
And it was a token.
Right.
And it was Lorcana. So, nothing of value was lost. Sorry, Lorcana. All right, here we go. If you have favorite invasion cards... and it needed stabbing. Yeah, I prefer to stab them sometimes. But anyway, so we've got Swift Net. If there's anything here you want to talk about, just shout it out.
Yeah.
Angel of Words. In this set, there were all the different angels for each affiliation, each color. And so that was a really cool mechanic that you could do. They're big, beefy guys and gals.
And in this set, they had the epic... the foils?
Yeah.
And borderless.
That's right. Maybe we'll find some in here.
Yeah.
We've got Prokaryotic Hounds, who... oh, that's not the one I was thinking. Are they the one who have line of sight?
No.
No, that's a different one.
Yeah.
I get mixed up sometimes. Cleanse is a spell. One of my faves, Raging Rooster.
Death Chicken.
The Death Chicken. He's only a small little one health blocker, but do you have a bird sound?
Not the right bird, but it's all I got.
Oh, that's pretty good. I really like small little cards, little chumps. They're usually my faves. And I know they're not very powerful, but they're cheap and you can get a lot of them. Turn. More useful than it sounds.
Yes, I used to play that against Marcus.
Oh, he hated it.
He would get so frustrated at me.
All it does is lets your card turn. And it's a Swift, so you can play it anytime. And when we first saw this card, we were like, well, no one's ever going to use that card.
Yeah, but when somebody comes at you from the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then someone thinks they're being clever to come at you from the side. You toss one of these down and really ruin their day. And it turns out it's actually kind of a useful card. Who knew? Toxic Mushroom. I like the art on some of these in particular. The green affiliation, the phage.
Which was new in Origins.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mental Dagger.
Actually, we were talking about that this weekend at Mecca when they were saying, like, what's the other affiliation when we were doing J2?
That's
I
right.
said, well, that set hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
They're like, well, but it's already on these cards. Well, kind of.
Sort of.
It was in preparation.
Spilled Knowledge. Soul Fire Strike. Is it not working for you?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh. Cornered Respite. Also, before we move on, look at the backs of these cards.
Ooh!
Look how nice they are. Look how nice they are. I bet whoever designed them was a genius and very handsome.
I bet.
So, yeah. So who designed these cards, Joe?
Somebody who was a genius, very handsome,
Uh-huh.
who was in this room sitting beside you. I guess it was me.
It was you!
It was
me.
me.
So I was
Yeah.
wrong. But
You
anyway,
were wrong.
yes, Joe designed the backs of these cards for Edge of Exile, and they look great.
Yeah.
So,
Swag Strategy says, loves Mental Dagger. And Damien, Blinding Light is favorite card.
really?
Favorite Invasions card.
Interesting. Where did it go?
Where did that ring design come from?
Mental Dagger.
Where is it?
There's Mental Dagger.
Oh, I can't grab it. It's over there. But do I have?
What are you looking for?
Where did the ring design come from? Is the question. That's being asked. And I was hoping to find the card in question, but I don't have it here.
Springing Mole was really cool because we've had cards on the ground, cards in the air, and now we have cards underground, creating sort of 3 planes of gameplay. And I hope that they explore that more in future sets.
Yep. To answer your question, the ring on the back, Brian, if we could show that again.
Of course.
If you look at the Alpha cards or the Angel of Retribution, when she's got her hand up, there's a ring around her hand. So when I was designing the back for the cards, I wanted to bring in something classic from the game, something strong. Of course, Angel is such a favorite, such a strong card, that I brought in her glowing kind of orb that she had in her hand to the back of the design of these cards.
Yeah, totally. That looks really. It was a really cool, clever design. Matt Kuna. I think I see something good behind there. Earth Break. Got all the break cards in this set as well. And Joe, we've got a borderless Yadiel. And a Pock Spreader token. But yeah, the borderless epics and the foil cards are the sort of the rarer ones to chase in this set. So got one there. I'll put it aside. So that's only pack 1, everybody. This is going to be great. For this pack, I'm going to use the knife. I'm going to show everybody how it's done. Look, I'm not like stabbing it like a slasher movie. What I do is I take it, just in case anyone's concerned, like you, I take it and I always push it down and push all the cards down so that this is all empty. Then you just put it in the middle and then pull the tab. And that's it. I'm not a monster. I love these cards too, you know. All right. What do we got here? We got leg sweep, defensive pose, entangling encumbrance. That one's maddening when someone plays it against you. Hungry hound, blood feast, light net, corpse heap. I remember when this first came out, that was the card everybody was like, ugh. That one and eye gouge.
Oh, yeah.
Which we'll probably see at some point. Raging Rooster. Akravata. It sounds like a Harry Potter spell. No pain, no gain.
That was our spoiler.
Yeah, we got to spoil this one on our channel. Angel of Injustice.
Or just regular justice.
Did I say Injustice? I did, didn't I? Angel of Justice. Blood Spear. Excruciation. Look at her. She's like, I just can't, you guys. It's excruciating. I mean, yeah. Anyway. Oh, we got Sundered Sweet Borderless, Joe.
Amazing.
I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, no?
Borderless. I've seen this card before,
Yeah.
but not the borderless version. Very, very good. We've got 2 epics in 2 packs.
Amazing.
So far.
Maybe we have 24 epics.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
Yeah.
We've got regular Yadiel.
Here, do you want to compare what the borderless and the regular look like?
Bush. Yeah. So we've got the borderless, of course, on the left and regular on the right.
Yeah.
The difference is that one has a border and one doesn't.
Well, and the artwork kind of flows over too.
It
with
does.
his
Yeah,
hair or
that's
whatever
true. So you
kinda
can
jumps
see
over, yeah.
it's given more of an effect over the text and everything.
Yep.
So I think they did a really good
It's
job
really
on
cool.
the borderless. Hey Joe, do you know how to use a telephone? You dial. And there we go.
While you're in between packs,
Uh-huh.
here's the Angel of Retribution.
Oh yeah.
So there's the ring that is on the back of the card. Ta-da! Yeah, that's where the inspiration for that came.
Do you have a favorite card in this set, Joe?
You know, I don't.
Whether it's for gameplay or just the art or whatever.
There are a few I really like.
Yeah.
As we come to them, I'll give them shout outs.
Sure. Evade Right. Aura Surge. That's is it the only or one of the only cards from a previous set to be reprinted?
In this set, for the regular cards, I think it's one of the few.
Or is it Aura Surge? Or am I thinking of Aura Break? No, it's Aura Surge.
Aura Surge, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was right.
Gravan.
Graven. Brain Beast. Fontaneller. That's the one I was thinking of that has a line of sight attack and he's a pain in the ass to fight against.
Considering he's a 1 health creature.
Yeah.
No.
Because it can hang at the back of the arena and just ping you off, and it sucks. Meat Shield. Meat Shield. Healing Wave. Delayed Protections. That one's very interesting. So it prevents the next X amount of damage dealt to you by a target ability. But the trigger is when damage is prevented by delayed protections, prevent all damage dealt with the same attributes for this round and the next round. So you're like, yeah, in this round I don't take any damage, and then the next round that you don't get any damage either from the same damage type. So that one's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
And really plays well into strategy.
What's the card that they were playing last night from J2 that comes in and Day of Peace is the function, and it stops any damage that round?
I played it. Shoot,
I can see it.
what's it called? I can't remember.
No, that card sucks.
Yeah, Angel of Revenge, Lasting Advice, Sensory Shock, Cornered Respite, Rending Blade, Joe,
Brian, do we have
Joe,
a God box? This is the 3rd pack in a row.
Blinding Light.
Blinding Light, one of the shinies.
Wow, three collector cards in 3 packs. We're doing pretty well.
Nothing wrong with that.
Blinding Light and Harlequin champion and Taru token. But
Blinding Light is one I don't have.
and Blinding Light is Damien's favorite invasions card.
That's right.
And we just got the foil of it.
Foil.
This is one you don't have.
I don't have that one.
Well, now you do.
I do now, yes.
Look at that. I love the foils on Invasion.
Yeah.
Whoops. They're so nice. Like, foil Blinding Light I need. Damien needs it too. Oh my gosh. He also needs a t-shirt. Which we have discussed. But yeah, I love the foil that it's not just shiny, but there's this spotted design in it. It's really, really cool. So, well, there you go.
At the disco.
Blinding Light. The weekend.
Woo woo!
Bum, bum,
All right,
ba-dum,
Brian.
bum,
We're
bum.
counting on if you don't pull a foil in this one, you failed. Or an epic, or a borderless. Of
What
some
if there's
sort.
just money in it?
Well, there is.
Like a birthday card. Like You open it up and it's just like, here is $5.
Do you remember birthday card cakes?
That foiling really fits Blinding Light.
Does,
That's true.
absolutely.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
What were you saying, sir?
Do you remember money cakes? They used to bake cakes and put coins in it.
I know that was a thing. I never had one.
No?
And in fact, now that I think about it, it sounds really unsanitary.
Yes, it is. It absolutely is.
Bloodblade. And Haseru. Blood Feast. Blind Spot. Corpse Heap. Far Shot.
Oh, look at the friggin' awareness of that card.
Look at Far Shot.
Boy.
Oh,
Deal
man.
3.
3 range.
Yeah.
So you can take out some flyers with that. Dark Poppet. Oh, that's a creepy one too. I forgot about Dark
focus
Poppet.
there for a minute.
Oh,
We'll,
did he?
watch your right hand. There we go.
There we go. Graven. Soulfire Strike. Loss.
Like the artwork in this set
So good.
was such a great.
Empower.
Yeah.
Reform Position. Doomblade. That's a good card.
Yep.
Healthy Inspiration. Gamilla, who's a pretty interesting card in this set. And a Graven token.
It's funny, you call it Graven. I always call it Gravan.
Yeah, it's Gravon. I always say it because it sounds like Professor Frink on The Simpsons. Graven.
Oh, fine, Laven.
Graven. With the blocking and and the obscuring. All right, this is Gamilla Champion. If you maybe know this already if you're watching, but it allows you to play card. Most of the time, when you play a card or something like that, you play it from your champion. But Gamilla allows you to play from your summons, and that opens up all kinds of strategic possibility. Possibility. All right. Coming at ya. Benign Acclamation. Yeah, he looks benign. Turn, once again. Evade Right. Adhauseru. Fontaneller. Infected Brush. Blind Spot. Far Shot. Corrupt Opportunity. Duma Edgeteer is a very beefy summon. Who makes you, how do you say, exhaustion. They make the... Oh, here's the other one.
There it is.
Eye Gouge. This is the one people didn't like looking at. If you can't tell what that is an eye with a dagger in it, but not quite in it. So it's just
enough to make you uncomfortable.
just hovering above the eyeball, and it's really off-putting. And I find it distressing, and I love it.
Target an eye gouge gains Pacify.
Yeah. Danunata, a very watery summon. Wading Kurma, Archon of Vengeance, Harlequin, and a Ruined Sculpture.
Wicked cool.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the fine folks at Genesis or at Edge of Exile are probably, like you mentioned, sleeping now.
Yeah, often they watch our show, especially when we're doing Genesis.
Yep.
But I wouldn't doubt that they are very asleep right now.
No, because they did the tournament till about 1 o'clock today.
Mm-hmm.
Then they would have had to pack up and probably hung around for a little bit, and then drive back.
What the hell? There's something on my beer can. Like a little something. There we go.
Better. And then they had to drive back. So I'm sure they are definitely recovering.
All right, we got Hungry Hound. Twister. Gnashin Resonance. Pestilent Consumption.
Oh, this one's good. This is such a good card if you get to play it.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Well, it's in your hand.
Oh.
You gain X health, where X is the number of summons destroyed this round.
Right.
So you do something that brings in like 8 kind of chumps.
Like I'm thinking of what the hell? The Vyuda tokens or something like that. Vyuda Storm.
Yeah. So bring those in. Maybe bring a couple of them in, and then maybe even throw a board wipe.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly you've killed 14 summons.
Yep.
And now you get 14 extra life.
Yeah.
Like, it's disgusting.
If it goes off, it really goes off. Entangling Encumbrance. Rugged Majara. Pox Spreader.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, I
That's
hate Pox Spreader. What a pest, yeah. That's a good word for it. Ooh,
Oh, I love this card.
Shield
Okay,
Bash.
this is one of my favorite cards.
Okay, the Shield Bash is one of your faves. Prevent the next 3 damage dealt to you by a target in Shield Bash's awareness this round.
Which sucks.
Yeah. When you prevent damage for the first time with Shield Bash, you may deal 2 damage to a target in Shield Bash's awareness. So someone comes at you, and you say, nah, bam, and not only do you not take the damage, they take damage. It's the Uno reverse card.
That's right.
Southpaw. Pew, pew. Sensory Shock. Somatic Reflexes. Angel of Revenge.
Now, which angel is that? What's
Angel of Revenge. Oh, red.
each round when an ally has been dealt damage by an enemy Angel of Revenge attack becomes 6 instead of 3.
Yeah, so they can get beefy real fast.
Yep.
Vayu Ashva.
Cloud Horse.
So all summons around Vayu Ashva have dash. So you threw that in amidst of all your dudes, and they can really they can boogie. Evasive, and I think I see something fun under here. We've got a shiny Legaia champion with the foil treatment.
Look at that. We're
doing pretty well here with the collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we opened this box. And
it's funny because this was my box that was put away.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, let's open some today. We'll just take mine out of my collection.
Yeah. So anyway, you're getting some good stuff here.
Wicked.
Legaia foil. Looking good. Do you have a favorite champion in this set, Joe?
No. And also, I guess we haven't played a whole lot of this set.
We've played quite a bit.
Well, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you and I have played a bunch together, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know what you mean. We played this a lot. I don't know.
This weekend was the first time I played Genesis in
a little while.
A couple of months, maybe.
From the Corpse. That's a cool one. Healing Wave. Meat Shield. Siphon Vitality. Realigned. Smoke. Twin Arrows. I like twin arrows. It's like 2 shots in one.
Mm-hmm.
Twister. Affliction Transference. Target combatant in Affliction Transference's awareness gains all ailments you have. Ailments maintain all their timing and limitations. Remove all ailments from yourself. So it's the Know You card. So you've got a pox. Know you. Somnium. Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. That's what all those people are doing right now. Yeah. They're all asleep.
Shout out to Jonathan, too, by the way. Jonathan was somebody we talked to in Discord last week or 2 weeks ago. We chatted about meeting up, and it turned out that he was going to be at Mecca this weekend. Yeah. So we met up with him, got to play a couple rounds with him.
Very cool, nice guy.
Yep.
I talked to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Fling. Another Angel, Angel of Bliss. Mm-hmm. Electric Break. Gamilla, and an Infected Brush. When I first saw that card, I misread it as Infected Bush, and I thought it was really rude. I was like, why would you make a card that was so rude? And then realized
it's only rude
brush.
to you.
Yeah, and then I realized it was just me being rude. They didn't do anything. So Jonathan, if you are watching, perhaps
or sleeping, because I know he did stay.
Oh, that's true. He's probably asleep too, and he has a YouTube channel. And I don't recall now what the we did see it just before we came on. So
Genesis John
at a number. Anyway, we'll figure it out and let you know.
I'll try figuring it out while you're looking at some cards.
Genesis posted it.
Okay.
So that's
on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's another Infected Bush. Because, like, if this was called Infected Bush, look at that. That's the grossest.
Brian.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I didn't stay up all night, but I am also tired. Okay. All right, we've got Siphon Vitality, Gelid, Malediction Strike, Leg Sweep, Realigned, Smoke, Mitosis. Oh my god. Mitosis is a big pain in the butt when someone plays it against you.
Oh, that's the splitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Splits into different cards, and then you need tokens, and they're everywhere, and they stick to you, and they suck. Great card, though.
Oh, this one. Oh, read that.
Okay, Life's Balance is, well, I'll just read it first. It's an action that costs 8 aura plus discard a card. All summons in the arena have their health become the same as the summon with the lowest health in the arena. And their action, if you just pay 12 aura, all permanents with health higher than their original health have their health become their original health. So if you had one of those cards that keeps beefing up other players' health, and all of a sudden you've got a 12 health freaking giant spider or whatever, this would cut that down to its original health. And if you've got like a whole bunch of cards and you've got one card that has like 1 health, guess what? Everybody has 1 health.
Yeah.
But that's across the board, not just you. Or just not just your opponent. Yeah. It's you as well. Yeah. So play this one carefully.
Life's Balance plus Raging Rooster.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Let me keep this aside. And when we get a Raging Rooster, we'll
also, it is Genesis John 88.
Okay.
If you want to check out his description is, I love Genesis Battle of Champions, so I'm making a page dedicated to pack pulling, gameplay, and updates. I'll be pulling a pack a day for who knows how long.
Wonderful. A pack a day?
That's what he's going to try and do.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Curse of Retaliation. Somatic reflexes, not semantic reflexes.
It's just a word, doesn't matter.
Yeah, all words are made up. Soulfire Strike. Natural Causes. We've got a borderless evasive.
This box is really paying off.
It's very good. And the Cutaneous and Prokaryotic Hounds token. So I'll put those aside, and I'll just take a closer look at this. This is evasive. Yeah. Epic borderless, looking really good. There you go.
Thank you.
Is that one that you need?
I don't know, but you would imagine being called evasive, it would be.
It seems pretty evasive.
Let's see.
Oops. There we go.
Evasive is one of the cards that I have.
Okay.
Sounds hard to believe, I know.
Entangling Encumbrance. Ruined Sculpture. Blood Feast. Nashen Resonance. You deal 1 damage to everything in Nashen Resonance's awareness. So it's pretty simple, but it's not a summon, so that might be just the thing you need to finish off your game. Excuse me. Light Net. Rugged Majara. Benign Acclamation. Obviously, we're getting a lot more duplicates now. Turn. Evisceration. Ashani. Angel of Revengi. Marta.
It's pronounced revenge.
I'm pretty sure it's Revengi. I'm sorry, I've only seen it written.
Just toss it, make a chasm.
Marta. I would say that's Marta.
Marta,
right?
yeah. Marta,
M apostrophe. Yeah. Matkuna. Earth and Rupture.
Oh, look at that.
My God.
That's
the
another
art
really
on this
great
one
art.
is so brutal.
Yeah.
Like, that guy's having a bad day.
Damien says, need a 1 life, 3 chi, and play Life's Balance and then Blinding Light.
Oh.
You can pass me the open cards.
Yeah. We got to get into some of this. This is some good advice right here, folks, if you're paying attention. Hey, I hope you like the hair on my arms. There we go. All right, I have a sip of my drink here. My throat's getting dry in this winter cold. The only cure is beer.
That's right.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. By the way, we always appreciate that people want to take some time out of their Sunday night to come and join us. It really means a lot to us. We've got Dark Poppet, Mental Dagger, From the Corpse, Nashen Resonance, Rampaging Mare. What do we call it? Oh, Blucifer. People called this Blucifer. Apparently there is a statue in Seattle, I want to say.
I don't recall. It's been a while, but
It's been a while. Somebody said they were in, I think it was Seattle. And there's this statue that kind of looks like that, and people call it Blucifer. And I think of that now every time I see Rampaging Mare. But it's a really cool looking card. Ruined Sculpture, Spirit Guide. I hate Spirit Guide. You know what?
That friggin' card.
I keep saying I hate all these cards, and what I mean by that is I hate when people play them against me. It actually means they're really good cards when I say that.
Yeah.
Spirit Guide. Okay, you put out Spirit Guide. Spirit Guide deals 3 holy damage to a target and its awareness. Trigger at the end of Spirit Guide's turn. Spirit Guide must move to a spot adjacent to the ally champion if able. So they kind of run out, do some damage, and then zip back to where they started. And it's hard. They're if you get a few of these out, it's very frustrating.
That actually that's what Damien's doing right now. Is he came out to say hi, see what's going on, but now he's zipping back to work.
Exactly.
Sorry guys, good luck on the rest of the polls. I'm still at work, so I should actually work. Damien, it was good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Out. We'll be in touch. Rugged Majara, Angel of Fortitude. Hey, you guys!
Absolutely.
Here we go. There we go. Taru Stag.
Oh, that one. That's beautiful artwork.
That is a beautiful card right there. Taru Stag. Who did that one? I can't. Damian.
Damian?
Is it Damian?
Damian.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah. So anyway, that's a beautiful card.
Swag strategy. Did I say I love Mental Dagger?
Blind Justice. I think you did.
Let's see.
Word of Command. Shunya Rogan. Archon of Searing Light. Bum bum bum. Gamilla and Mitosis. Gamilla.
So there's your life's balance, Brian. And your Raging Rooster.
So yeah, we talked about life's balance. Raging Rooster. Place Raging Rooster on a spot adjacent to you. The Swift is Raging Rooster deals 0 earth damage to a target in its awareness. So you think, why would you want a card that does 0 damage, right? While an ally has been dealt damage by an enemy, Raging Rooster's Earth attack, which is 0, becomes Earth attack 3 this round. So it comes out as a 0, but then very quickly becomes a 3.
Yeah, modifies to a 3.
Yeah, and it has 1 health, but only costs 5 aura. So you're beginning at what you think is a cheaper card, but then in the right condition, it does 3 damage, which is probably a more expensive card.
Yeah, but because of its low cost, if you play that with that life's balance, and it brings everybody's life down to 1.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yep.
So that is a good combo. Excuse me. Bum, 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 bum. Malediction Strike. Rampaging Mare. Spirit Guide. Taru. Toughen Up.
Oh yeah, that one too is a good one.
Toughen Up. Prevent the next 2 damage dealt to you by a target in Toughen Up's awareness this round. Continuous. While you have been dealt damage by an enemy, Toughen Up's defense 2 becomes defense 3 this round. Vault. Or VU, as we say in Ontario.
Is that what we say?
Yeah, like VU Sault Ste. Marie. Aura Surge, Brain Beast, Cursed Existence. Oh my God. Evisceration. Hurricane Thrasher.
That's fun.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Area air attack for 3 in a cross pattern aura. So that can come in handy. And has 4 health, so not bad. Long Limbs. Blinding Light. That's the one we were talking about, right?
Yep, we pulled that as a foil as well.
Yep. Razorback Gorilla.
So let's pull out Blinding Light a minute as well. I want to go back to that one. After.
Oh, after. Yeah. Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Razorback Gorilla. We've got Cutaneous, who I don't think we've seen yet, who is a champion, and a Skeleton Warrior token. It's a little anticlimactic to get a token at the end, but
it's the least important card.
I know. Maybe it should be at the front, so you get the more important ones at the back, so it gets more exciting. But that's just because we run a YouTube channel. I don't think it matters to most people. The 80s game Simon.
That's right.
Yeah. No, sorry. This is Senate Remains. Shield Bash.
Again.
Love it. Blind Spot. Corpse Heap, Dark Poppet. We're going to start going faster with these cards. Evade Right, and Hausiru, Raging Rooster, Somatic Reflexes, Cornered Respite, Springing Mole, Scavenge Parts.
This is another really great card that's tough to get played against you.
It costs 4 energy. The first time a summon is destroyed around you, each round you gain health. So you attach that to your champion, and suddenly you throw out a bunch of chumps, they all die. You all of a sudden have a bunch of extra health. That's pretty cool. Necrotic Touch. Nice. Vayu Ashva,
Cloud Pony,
Lagaya, and Taru. Did you want those?
Do you have a favorite card in the set?
I do like Raging Rooster.
Right.
And not because of gameplay in particular, but because I just like that it's a card called Raging Rooster. Yep. Like, it's really, really cool. Yeah, I like Lagaya. I often play Gamilla. So I like those champions. You have a favorite champion?
You asked that earlier, and I still haven't really come up with an answer for that one.
That's okay if you don't have a favorite.
Jason's favorite we haven't pulled yet.
Oh, we'll get there.
We will get there.
I'm sure we'll get one probably. Yeah. Entangling Encumbrance, Light Net, Raging Rooster, Mitosis, Healing Wave, Realigned, Angel of Words, Pestilent Consumption, whoops, Angel of Death, Hurricane Thrasher, Southpaw, Blood Spear, Firebreak. I don't think we've seen Firebreak yet. Either. Dream Blade, Proteus, and Mitosis Token. Oh boy. Thanks for sticking with us tonight, everybody. This is really fun. I mean, we know there's a lot of Genesis lovers out there, and we know there's not a ton of content. Sorry, I'm going to drink more beer.
Do it. Actually, speaking of Genesis, sorry, you go ahead first.
I was just going to say, there's not a ton of Genesis content online in comparison to other games that we won't mention right now. So we really, we love that we're able to do this, and people can come and chat about their game that they love, and so do we.
Yeah.
So
like my new favorite game that I don't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Speaking of Genesis, so one of the live streams we did yesterday, we were talking about Genesis, and Brian made some offhanded comment about Mr. Phil Collins.
Yes.
And then when we were looking at the information about the video, it says mentioned in this video Phil Collins, and we were like, we didn't
talk about Phil Collins. And I was like, wait a minute, yes I did. I made a very brief joke about I called Jason Mr. Genesis, and I said, oh, it's Mr. Genesis, and I don't mean Phil Collins, who is in the band Genesis.
But now it's in the metadata.
I guess they scrub it for audio and whatever, and they were like, clearly this video is about Phil Collins. They'll probably do it for this video too, now that we're doing it. Lasting Advice, Lioness Leader.
So we need Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds.
Blood Whip.
Why are you saying it like that?
Saying what way?
Why are you saying it's whip?
That's how you say it. Blood Whip. How do you say it?
Whip.
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 Whip. Blood Whip.
You know what?
Like vehicle whip.
It's a bit.
Cool whip. Whiskey. That's an old joke.
It's an old joke.
Blood Whip, Vayu Ashva, Pull of the Grave,
Also
which
fun.
I don't think we've seen yet.
Nope.
It has a very terrifying art piece on it. Very, very cool.
We've seen that one as an animation on the Genesis stuff, like on the
That's
official...
right, yeah. Harlequin and a Pox Spreader token. All right, I don't know, I wasn't counting, but we're probably about halfway through.
I think so.
It'll go faster the second half, because we'll see a lot of repeats, of course. All right, we've got Delayed Protections, Leg Sweep, Mental Dagger, Ruined Sculpture, Gelid, Senate Remains, Angel of Words, Benign Acclimation, Infectious Wound. I don't think we've seen that one yet.
Nope.
Infectious Wound deals damage to a permanent without decay. That permanent gains decay. So, oh wait, did we... No, they use similar art for a different card, but it's not the same. That's why I got mixed up. Marta. You know, I feel about Mental Dagger. Oh yeah, we definitely do.
What do you feel about Mental Dagger? Don't hold back. Tell us the
Lioness
truth.
Leader, Loss, Encased in Stone. Nice one. Burning Abomination.
Oh, yeah. Also another fun
That's
card.
a really cool card.
Yep.
It does 5 fire attack, for goodness sake. It can be beckoned or resurrect beckon, which is very cool. Yuvan and a Taru token.
So you asked earlier. Now I'm looking at some of these champions. I think Yvonne is probably my one of 2 favorites. Just because he does some heavy earth damage, but also he has that protect feature. So if you're getting hit, you can protect somebody that's around you.
Right.
So I really enjoy that because
Nice.
I need all the protection I can get when it comes to playing this game. I was saying to Ian, who's in the Discord, but also was at the Gameathon or Playathon this weekend. I'm a better collector than I am a player.
That's for sure. Sorry. What?
What?
What? Was there more to that?
No, that was it.
I interrupted you rudely. I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing. Rampaging Mare, and Husera, Bloodblade, Ruined Sculpture, Spirit Oh, I'm a little far up here. Blood Feast, Blind Spot, Corpse Heap, Affliction Transference. Yeah, that's why I was thinking the other one also has 2 hands, and I was like, wait a minute. No, it's not the same, though. Angel of Fortitude, Curse of Retaliation, Angel of Death, Necrotic Touch, Earthen Rupture, Gamilla,
borderless.
and Ruined Sculpture. What's funny is the day that they released the set, I opened one of these, and I didn't know who it was because their hair covers the name. But since I hadn't opened a regular one yet, I was like, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
But obviously you would know who that was already.
Yeah.
In most circumstances. So, whoops. Oh, it's borderless. Of course. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Here we go.
This one's going to have a foil in it, Joe.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, you know what? We've pulled so far 2 foils and 4 borderless. 4.
Well, this one's going to have 3 foils in it.
3 foils in it. Okay.
In this one pack. Yep.
Okay.
Right. Evade. Right. I actually have been drinking.
That's what I mean.
Cleanse. Fontaneller. Defensive Pose. Infected Brush. Malediction Strike. Hungry Hound. Gnashen Resonance. Stalwart Defense.
Have you seen this one yet?
I don't. Maybe, but I'm not sure. But I like the art on this
Look
one.
at his cost.
Yeah, he cost. If you can, I mean, I can get it to focus here. Is it focus?
There we go. Yep.
4. Okay, he costs 4 energy and 3 energy and 3 energy. So you might be thinking, what? So doing that, prevent all damage dealt to you by enemies this round. The trigger is at the end of each turn. If you have prevented damage with Stalwart Defense, you may deal 2 damage to everything around you. But why is it written like that?
Not 10 energy?
Yeah.
It's a fun question.
I don't know.
We're going to have to ask the folks at Genesis.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, let's
I don't
take that
know.
aside here.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
I know it's been explained to me before, but I don't recall.
I think this is probably one of those cards I saw and went, nope, don't know what to do.
Yeah, energy reduction applies to each cost. Okay. So the first one costs 4, and then
3 and then 3.
yeah. Scavenge parts.
Fine, you know more than we do.
That's not hard. Plague Dasa. Reform position. Cobbled Amalgamate.
That's a great
We have
card.
not seen this one yet.
Nope.
That's a very cool card. Cool art. Target combatant in Cobbled Amalgamate's awareness loses 3 health and you gain 3 health. It's a nice drain attack.
Yep.
Water Break. Lagaya and Hound's token and no foil. So clearly,
You were wrong.
well, it's happened before.
Try that one.
This one?
That's
one has
just a god pack.
It's a god pack.
Yeah.
Do they have god packs in Invasion?
No.
I mean, we wouldn't know, would we?
To the best of my knowledge, no.
Graven! Aura Surge. You know what? It reminds me of when years ago I worked in video, in TV, and we did bingo programming.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that bingo callers, to just kind of like make the calling more interesting, will have like nicknames or little jokes for every number. So like B11 is like B with legs, because it's B and the two, you know,
Yep.
for example. And so I guess as we go through these, there's some that I have little jokes that I do every time. And I never thought of it that way, but anyway. Graven, Aura Surge, Pestilent Consumption, Healing Wave, Angel of Words, Pox Spreader, Brain Beast, Realigned, Southpaw, Affliction Transference, Springing Mole,
Oh, I see where the word is back there.
Earth Spear. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Earth Spear. I don't. Did we open that one? See that
I
one
don't think
yet?
so.
It deals 2 earth damage to a target in its awareness. When anything is dealt damage by Earth Spear, they gain pinned this round and the next. Pinned means this permanent cannot leave its spot.
Mm-hmm. For this round and the next, yeah.
Air Break. Do you remember Ernest Saves Christmas? Sorry, everybody. That's how my brain works. Fire Break Borderless. There we go. You were right, Joe. There you go. Borderless Fire
There
Break.
we are.
Looking good. Here you go.
What a great friggin' box.
And Yuvan and a Corpse Heap token. Yeah, so far so good. And we've still got what? 2,
6.
3, 4, 5, 6. Correct.
Thanks, everybody. I know Brian said as well, but thanks for joining us. We love doing this, and the fact that people enjoy it with us just makes it more fun.
It does. All right, we've got Meat Shield, Taru, Toughen Up, Senate Remains, Siphon Vitality, Vault.
Still one card we have not pulled yet.
Is there one you're thinking in particular?
Yeah.
Do you want to say what it is, or is it a surprise?
No, we'll wait till we pull
Oh,
it.
I know the one.
Yeah.
I know the one. Shield Bash, Smoke, Ashani, Blood Whip, Empower, Chained Carver. We haven't seen this one yet.
No.
Interesting. This has a quick beckon, so you can bring them out when it's not just your turn. They also have a swift holy attack for 2, and their trigger is Conjure. When Chained Carver enters the arena, place a ruined sculpture from your subconscious on an unoccupied spot around Chained Carver. So they come out, they put a ruined sculpture, and that prevents line of sight, so you can kind of hide behind it.
Yeah.
Lunge. Pretty Bird we haven't seen yet. Now, Pretty Bird is interesting.
I need that foil.
Yeah. All right, Pretty Bird, for those of you who don't know, it costs 16 to beckon. It has a swift range attack of 1. It has flight, but the trigger is when Pretty Bird deals damage to a champion, that champion sends the top card of their timeline to their subconscious. Ally champions of Pretty Bird may play that card this round. So you can steal somebody's card and use it against them.
Yeah.
That is a very cool ability. Proteus and a Pox Spreader token.
And there's your ruined sculpture, just for reference.
Yeah, it's a ruined sculpture, which is you put it on an unoccupied spot. Whenever a champion plays an ability on or adjacent to a ruined sculpture, they discard a card. But this alteration blocks line of sight for those stupid, what do they call it, Fontaneller?
Yep.
Ugh. Again, my disdain is a compliment.
If they liked everything that was out there, it means they didn't do a good job.
All right.
Hey, Brian, we got 4 more packs after this. We need 7 more foil.
All right, here we go.
Don't let me down.
Here we go. I'm going to get 2 of them in here. Mitosis. Excuse me. Pestilent Consumption. Rugged Majara. Pox Spreader. Shield Bash. Prokaryotic Hounds. Turn. Toxic Mushroom. Somnium. Ooh, Tentanabha.
We haven't seen that yet.
We have not seen this one yet. It only has 1 health. It costs 10 to beckon, has a heavy range attack of 1, but the trigger is lethal when a summon is dealt damage by Tantanaba. Anyway, destroy that summon. So they only do 1 damage, but it kills them. So that's a pretty cool card. I used to call... the problem is, when we first got it, of course I like to goof around with the names. I called it Tinetenba, which was a joke on the IT crowd that nobody gets but me, which, you know, is par for the course. Blind Justice.
Scooch back just a bit.
Oh,
there we go.
Blind Justice. She touched her eyes after eating chicken wings. You shouldn't do that. Long Limbs. Sundered Sweep. Ooh, Devastation. I don't think we've seen this one today. No. That's very cool. It does different levels of dark electric damage depending on how much aura you want to pay. You dial, and a Corpse Heap token. Here we go. So we got 4 left. Do you think we're going to get another foil or epic?
Yes, I do. Based on how this pack is done.
Yeah, maybe we just got them all already, though.
I don't know. This is a great pull.
It is.
We'll have to share that to the Discord later.
We will. Taru. Senate. Oh, I got a little spoiler there.
Oh,
Senate Remains. Toughen Up. Dark Poppet. Benign Acclamation. Vault. Farshot. From the Corpse. Oh, okay.
Is it a pretty bird?
Saka Sapling. Earth Spear. Akravata. Fling. Distracting Shot. And are you ready?
Yep. Please be a pretty bird.
Matkuna foil. There we go.
Here we are.
Hello, Matkuna.
Yeah, they're such nice looking foils.
Matkuna Matata. Very cool. Is that one that you need?
I don't know. I could look.
Okay. And we got Proteus and a Skeleton Warrior token. There we go. Sorry about the arm hair once again. Oh, I got a freckle.
Oh, in fact, I didn't have that one.
Oh, so you got 2 so far that you didn't have.
2 foils I didn't have before, yeah.
Very good. Very good. Well, it turns out you had them the whole time. They were just sitting on your shelf in a box. There you go.
I should have just opened them. I'm going to open all my stuff now.
I mean...
No more sealed product.
I mean, you could. I know it's part of your collection, but I mean, they're meant to be opened.
Yeah.
It's like people who keep their toys in the package. It's like they're meant to be played with.
But those Happy Meal toys are going to be worth at least $4 in 80 years.
All right, we've got Delayed Protections, Twin Arrows, Cleanse, Prokaryotic Hounds, Twister.
Wait, Twister? Is that the same as a...
Is it like a sandstorm? Oh my god. Thank you for remembering Sandstorm.
You're welcome. We can't have an episode without Sandstorm.
We need the Sandstorm. There we go. All right, we've got Toxic Mushroom, Gelid, Bloodblade, Versaka Sapling, Milani Karate we haven't opened today. Milani Karate deals damage to any permanent. When they deal damage to any permanent, place that permanent on the same spot as Milani Karate. It is a pretty interesting card and my favorite Italian wine. You ever had a nice chilled Milani Karate? Oh my god, it's so good. Spilled Knowledge.
2023.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a good year. Angel of Death. What are people going to do when they open wine that's from 2024? They're going to say, "Oh, what a good year it was." I don't think so. Angel of Death.
Maybe for wine.
Hey!
There we go. I was worried we weren't going to open one.
Here we go. This is the secret card we were looking for. This is Lord of the Hunt.
If you were at the Gameathon this weekend, you would have seen Jason, the owner of one of the owners of Genesis, has a giant bedspread blanket. Let's call it what it is. Of Lord of the Hunt. This card.
The whole card.
The whole card.
Like the words and everything. This whole thing is a giant fleece blanket.
Yeah.
And it looks really cool.
Kind of epic.
And he was wearing it around like a robe. He was the Lord of the Hunt that day. But it's a very cool card.
Yeah.
It's beefy. It's 6 health. It takes 16 aura and 5 energy to beckon. The trigger is when Lord of the Hunt enters the arena, place a Taru. Actually, I have one right here. Happen to have one right here. Place a Taru, the tree, From your subconscious on any spot in the arena, then place another Taru from your subconscious on any spot in the arena. And then if you want to do a swift attack, he does 5 earth damage, which is... Yeah, this guy is like no messing around. And at 6 health, he's really like powerful.
Yep.
Yeah. Joe, look.
Another one.
We've got another
Man, this
borderless.
box is fire.
Legaia and Graven. I'll just get rid of those because they're common.
Wow.
So we've got borderless encased in stone. And it looks really cool. Check him out. Yeah, he's reaching out for you, and he's
You're not going to believe this,
he's saying,
Brian.
"Let's get busy."
I didn't have that one either.
You don't have this one either?
No.
Well, you do now. There you go. Focus.
Yoink. They worked hard. They're getting tired.
Focus. Here, I'll just give this to you.
Thanks.
Oh, it's because this is in the...
Yeah, the camera's kind of funny once it loses focus.
Yeah.
It gets a little wonky donkey.
So we got 2 packs left. Let's see how lucky we are.
Let's see if that... we'll give it a sec. We haven't focused yet.
Yep. Yeah, we got to focus. Sorry, folks. This is the webcam problem.
Is there something in the way?
Focus. Here, I'll come up closer. Let it focus. And then slowly bring it down.
There we go. There we go.
You have to be gentle with it. Toxic mushroom. Twister. Cleanse. Toxic mushroom. Wait. We got 2 toxic mushrooms in the same pack.
But not 2 foils in the same pack. Come on, Brian.
I know, right?
Do better.
I should have been more specific. Mental Dagger. Blood Blade. Defensive Pose. Hungry Hound. Stalwart Defense. Life's Balance. Duma Edgeteer. Angel of Fortitude. Evasive. Earthbreak. Cutaneous. And Ruined Sculpture. I get emotional every time I see Mental Dagger.
Did it do something to you?
Yeah. You know what? Mental Dagger was probably like a high school girlfriend or something. It's like every time he sees it, it's just like, oh, I hate you, but I love you. All right. When you deal 1 damage to a target in Mental Dagger's awareness, the trigger, when you discard this card, you may play Mental Dagger's basic attack 1 without paying its cost, as if it were in your thoughts.
Just throw it away.
Yeah. So there. We've got Earthbreak, Cutaneous, and Ruined Sculpture.
Amazing. Last pack. Let's see what we
pack.
can do.
Okay, let's put some good energy in here. Ready?
Yeah.
Pew, 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 and double pew. There we go. Nice. Here we go. I'm trying not to look at the far back cards if I can help it. Pain in the Ass, Fontaneller. More like Jerkineller. Rampaging Mare. Farshot.
No, I have a long history with that card, all the way back to when the players could send in designs.
Oh, interesting. Interesting, do tell. From the Corpse. Spirit Guide. Meat Shield. Taru. Siphon Vitality. Tenetenba. Curse of Retaliation. Earth Spear. Versaka Sapling. Angel of Bliss. Necrotic Touch. Yadiel, and Prokaryotic Hounds.
Brian, I'd say we did pretty darn good with
Yeah,
this
pop
box.
them down. Let's see.
Yeah, so we've got Encased in Stone. Encased in Stone. Firebreak. Let's do this. Yoink.
That's better. Here.
So this one, if you want to do that one. And we will go... Okay, there you go. You want to tighten her up? There. Encased in Stone. Firebreak. Gamiya. Evasive. Yadiel. Sundered Sweep. All borderless.
All borderless.
And then, on top of that, we managed to pull Blinding Light foil, Legaia foil, Matkuna foil.
Whoa. Let's move them over a little bit.
Those are just, what a stellar pull.
That is... Yeah, what? You usually get like 1 or 2 in a box?
Few, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
not
like
like
a
that,
couple,
yeah.
but like, I don't know if I've ever seen this many in one
No.
box. Where did you get that box? Did you get it at the launch?
Yeah.
Wonder if they had better cards at launch, or
I
guess they're all the same.
They're all printed.
They're all
the
in the
same.
first edition, so
Yeah.
That's really
Just
cool.
a lucky box. And like I said, there's probably 4 or 5 out of those that I need. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Borderless Firebreak looks good. Blinding Light looks so good.
It's just perfect.
It does, and it's perfect for the theme of
Yeah.
the foil too, right?
Yeah.
Bum, bum, ba-da-da, bum, bum. All right.
So we switch back over, Brian.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
Sure. Let's.
Well, let's toast to this this very productive pack.
Oh, he says, I want that one now.
Nice.
Shoink.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a pretty good.
It keeps the excitement from last night and yesterday
it keeps us going.
Yeah.
I would call these pulls Imperial.
Collect and conquer.
That's right. Tonight we conquered.
Yes, we did.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us again, everybody. That was really good. Thanks for listening to us talk about the Mecha Games Marathon and all of that, and watching us open these packs. We really enjoy having you with us. If you want to reach out to us, you can find us at hello@imperialpulls.com. So if you want to send us an email or something, because we're not sponsored by any company, especially a beer company.
Yeah.
We are merely enthusiasts. That said, we'd sell out so fast if you wanted to support us, if you wanted to sponsor us. Oh my
Socks. We love socks. We wear
love
them every day.
socks. You want to send us cards, you want to send us beer, you just want to send us cash in an envelope like at an Italian wedding. We'll do it.
Absolutely.
So anyway,
We'll endorse cash.
yeah, we'll endorse cash. Cash, you can buy things with it. It's amazing. So, yes, you can also find us at TikTok, Facebook, and Discord. And now it's not on our graphics yet, but we're also available on Blue Sky.
I believe this is the 3rd week in a row that we've said it's not in our graphics yet. Somebody here's in charge of the graphics. This guy.
That guy.
Hasn't done
We
it
keep forgetting to do it. But that's okay. So if you are on Blue Sky, you can find us there. And at any of these places, we are at Imperial Pulls.
Yeah.
All one word. So there you go. And you want to mention one last thing?
I just want to recap, just because the importance of yesterday's Gameathon. And again, if you are struggling with any sort of mental health, 833-456-4566, Canadian Men's Health Foundation. That's who the charity was yesterday, or this weekend, for the 31-hour men's mental health Gameathon at Mecca. And Brian, you mentioned it was 988
in Canada if you are in crisis, but it is not an emergency. You call 888. 988. But if it is an emergency, of course, call 911 as you normally would. Yeah. And look after yourself and look after the people around you. Sometimes they need your help, and you need to pay attention.
Yep. Something we need to pay attention to as well is in January we're switching from our Sunday night 8 o'clock live stream to Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock.
That's right. So Sunday to Tuesday. I'm unfortunately going to be busy in the new year on Sundays, so we've switched it over to Tuesdays, and we hope that maybe that'll be more convenient for people. So that'll be going on then. And we also like to post crack pack openings on Mondays and Fridays.
Yep.
Mondays are a variety of different kinds of TCGs, and Fridays are Genesis Friday. So if you haven't already and you would like to perhaps subscribe to our channel, that helps us out a lot.
Click the dinger.
If you click the dinger, it'll bring at you when we post our live stream, in case you forgot, especially since we're going to change the day soon.
Yeah, and you would have seen our live streams that we did this weekend as well, making fun of
That's right.
me learning to play Magic.
I mean, it's fish in a barrel.
It was just fish in a barrel.
Fish in a barrel.
What do we have coming up, Brian?
What do we have coming up, Joe? Christmas is coming up.
Christmas is coming up. We won't be probably doing a show that week, maybe?
Christmas is on a Wednesday this year, so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll let you know when we know. We don't really plan this too far ahead.
The only plan we do have, and it's exciting to mention, is January is going to be almost or exclusively, with the exception of our shorts, Genesis based.
That's right.
So we're going to open some J2. We're going to open some
Genesis January.
We're going to open some Origins, some J2. We're going to open another box of Invasion. And then at the end of the month, or maybe even the 1st of February, we're going to open up an alpha. An alpha 2-player starter set. And
that's right.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so yes, if you don't know, the alpha starter set is from 2018. 18, excuse me.
Yep.
And there's not too many of them around anymore sealed. And this guy's going to open one.
Yeah, I'm going to open mine.
And we're going to take a look inside and see what you would have seen in 2018 when you were just a little baby getting into Genesis.
That's right. I believe there were only about 100 made.
Yeah.
So we'll open it.
We'll open it and we'll see inside, and then we will burn it. We will not burn it. I was just saying that to see his reaction. We're not burning.
Slash says that's good news. I'm hoping I just saw this comment late.
Yes, you
and
did.
It wasn't about burning.
It was about Genesis. I saw it. It was about Genesis January.
Okay.
We're not going to burn your alpha set. It's not MetaZoo.
We have some of that.
MetaZoo burn. All right. Well, with that said, have a great Sunday and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you next week. And in the meantime, may your cracks be fruitful. I should have said that out loud before I...
You said it out loud.
I shouldn't have said that out loud. I should have thought about it, realized it was a bad decision, and gone with may your cracks be bountiful.
May you pull
Maybe
falls.
cracks is the word Yeah. May your pulls be pleasurable. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
See you next week, everybody.